Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Turtle Wow. Back again on our Warlock, where we're going to be continuing where we left off, and hopefully with less lag this time. Hopefully with less lag this time. We'll see, though. There's some stuttering here and there. So, pretty much this episode, before we really get started, I hope you guys could subscribe and leave a like to see more of this series and to encourage us to keep going with this series as well. That way, I can give you guys more of this and not feel like, man, I'm doing this for no reason. Because obviously I am doing it for a reason, and it's just to give you guys an idea of how I play the game and everything else in between, you know? And all that kind of fun stuff. And with all this, my friends, with that pretty much out of the way, let's get straight into the video. So today's video, we're going to be trying to get the last of the centaur bracers off of these guys. We're also going to try and get the rest of these, well, we got the last bracer right there. We got to get more raptor heads. We have to get these fungal spores and all that fun jazz. I am thinking of doing today, actually, a Turtle Wow stream after this video. Well, maybe not shortly after this video. Maybe an hour after this video goes up. So if you guys stay tuned for that. That's why I'm announcing very early on in the video about the plans to do that. So that you guys know that I'm going to be live around that time. And hopefully it goes well. Because Turtle Wow has been kind of iffy for me. When it comes to lag, like, it gets pretty laggy sometimes. And I don't know if it's just my computer or if something's wrong or whatnot. But I could tell you that the lag is pretty weird. I never had problems before, and for some reason when I record, it gets very laggy. And I'm actually concerned that if I go live with Turtle Wow, it might become even more laggy. So I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. But regardless, I'm going to try my best to do that. Because I know there's quite a bit of you guys out there that would like to see me do Turtle Wow runs and all that kind of stuff. So I don't want to disappoint. I am doing a whole new style. I'm going to try to do a whole new style of leveling on this series. Well, I'm doing it on the classic Cataclysm, where I kind of jump ahead between the levels. And I'm thinking of doing the same for Turtle Wow. But I don't play enough Turtle Wow to really constitute that kind of justice. Unless I do live streams. Because I've gotten to the point now that if I'm doing something like this, like if I'm playing Turtle Wow, if I'm playing Ascension, or if I'm playing even Classic nowadays, like I have it in my head to be like, I should go live. I should do this. I should do that. Because it's fun. And I like to have fun. And I like to talk and bullshit with people. And I think it'd be a lot more fun if I did it live and or on record. So that you guys can have a say and have ideas and opinions. And I'm thinking that I'm going to do this kind of thing where I'm going to promote my own idea and try to motivate myself and hopefully keep myself awake enough to follow through with the idea of posting a video, doing a live stream shortly after, posting a video shortly, live streaming after, post a video shortly, that kind of motion, that kind of momentum, you know, so that way you guys can have notice that I'm going to be doing stuff, you know? Because I think you guys deserve better from me, and I think you guys probably would like to know when I go live and stuff. Because I'm sure there's a good many of you that would like to watch streams of mine and hang out, interact and stuff, but you just miss my streams. Or you don't know when I stream, because I'm very sporadic when I do streams. And it's primarily because of my job. My job is very, very soul-crushing. And when it's very soul-crushing, it just does not motivate me at all to do anything. because I have done streams in the past before I really started gaining attention like this. Streams in the past, I would be the only one watching and playing. I'd be the only one. Or if I convince my friends to join in a call or something with me to keep me entertained enough. And it gives the whole vibe of nobody really wants to watch it, you know. Because I didn't have anybody then. But now that I'm really starting to gain attention to the channel. I'm really gaining attention to my videos. That I kind of want to, you know, sit back and go, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot again. I'm going to try and give it a shot. And hopefully that if I give pre-warning, if I give this, if I give that, maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to garner enough attention that a lot of you can join in and talk and do a Q&A and maybe make suggestions and ideas and maybe evolve my streams from just playing the normal game and we can kind of like bounce around from game to game depending on what you guys want to see, what you guys are in the mood for. I do kind of want to do chess chatting streams where I'm just watching videos with you guys that you guys recommend to me, but I won't do that on YouTube. I'll probably do it on another stream, on another service like Rumble. I could do it on Rumble. If guys like to see it on Kick, I can do Kick, but I mean, whichever one works with you guys better. I have a Rumble account. I have a Kick account, so we could play it by ear if need be. Just play it by ear, you know? I might actually do a poll eventually. I'd be like, alright guys, what do you want to see? Me stream on Kick or me stream on me stream on Kick or me stream on Rumble. Either way, both sites allow for open dialogue, open conversation without the fear of YouTube breathing down your neck. We could watch pretty much anything. Movies. If you want to do watch parties for movies, anime, stuff like that. Of course, I'm not going to watch just any anime. I'm going to watch anime that I would prefer to watch. Which is really not action-packed. Well, some is, some aren't. But, yeah. I do wanna... I wanna extend out to everybody who watches my stuff, because I think it's important to do that. I think it is. So, we'll go ahead and fight these raptors. We gotta fight the plainstriders. Gotta get beaks, gotta get heads, and then we'll head back to town. I am kind of upset that I don't have high enough profession skill. I might do that off screen, where I'll just go back and get my professions all caught up. Because I know Turtle WoW has really changed how their professions work, and I think they've added recipes and stuff to the game. Oh yeah, they've definitely added recipes to the game. They made a whole jewelry crafting profession. I mean, shit. I do want to catch that up and stuff. Nobody has really asked me to change my professions either. So I'm gonna guess I could just stick with alchemy and stuff. And go with that. Because I'm guessing it would work out better for me. Because I'm not really too sure what's, you know, what's the best in terms of, you know, what's best for Warlock on this server, what's the best profession in general to make money and all that kind of stuff. Because I do need to make gold at the very least so that I can get my mount and speed things up. And I know there's tons of videos out there, but that's the thing about me though, folks. Like, I understand that people out there like to recommend videos, tutorial videos and stuff like that to me. to help me out. And I get that. I have friends that do that. But the one thing that my friends have learned and understood that, you know, you guys would never know. You guys don't know that. You guys wouldn't know that. But I don't watch videos. I read, and I try to figure things out on my own. And that's just due to years and years and years of people neglecting to tell me anything. So I start looking at stuff at my own pace. Uh, I know it becomes a shock to some people also, but I don't like being told what to do. Um, I take suggestions, I contemplate suggestions, and I enact on suggestions if I think it's, something reasonable for me to do. Uh, like Hick's idea of trying to spread out different content among different days to schedule it in different ways, like I'm doing right now. I've thought about it. I've plotted the course, and I thought, you know what? I think that would be a good idea. I'll use that idea. You know, but I mean, if it's reasonable enough for me, I'll do it. But I don't like being told what to do because I'm wondering if it's just because I'm American and Americans don't like being told what to do or something like that. I don't know. Um, I apologize if that makes some people mad or upset, but I cherry pick ideas that you guys will give me because if I do everybody's ideas, if I do everybody's idea flat out, you know how messy my channel would be? It would be extremely messy. Absolutely messy. There'll be shit content here and there and pour this and pour that. Like, I'm not an editor. If I took any editing to my videos, you're gonna definitely tell that I am not at all creative enough to edit. Because I will think that everything I say, I'm narcissistic, I admit this. I'm a very big narcissist. You guys will see my editing style and be like, did he really even edit? Because this just feels like unedited footage. Because I think that everything I say is good enough to put into a video. All my ramblings are good enough to be put in a video. But that's just because that's the streamer in me. I am so conditioned to myself that everything I say needs to be put into a video. Regardless. Now, I could do the whole... I could still edit. And there are people out there who still edit while being like this. And it's called pre-recording. Basically, recording gameplay without a microphone and then do a video... Then edit it down and then do a pretty much recap. A play-by-play type of system where you just be like, okay, yeah, I did this during this time, I did this during this time, I did this quest, got this level, blah, blah, blah. I could do that. I could try to do that, but I have to admit to you guys that my job takes up pretty much almost my entire day. And when I get home from work, I sit in this chair that I'm sitting in right now, play something for like an hour, and then I fall asleep in this chair for like an hour and a half, and then I wake up to play more games until it's time for me to crash out in my bed behind me. So, like, it's really comes down to me going, that's not good enough, that's not good enough, this is not good enough, this is not good enough, like, constant repetition of, it's just not good enough. Because I don't have enough time, because I sleep. My job kicks my ass enough to where it makes me sleep. So these are the growing fears that I technically have right now. Because as much as I like to sit down after work, open up my OBS and do a live stream, the problem is that I used to do that. If you look at some of my old videos, my old long-form content videos, you'll know which days that I work and which days I don't. Because you'll hear my voice get very, very low, slow. My keyboard, like, you can notice the character movements that sometimes my character will just move and I will stop talking, and it's because I've just passed out for like 30 seconds before I realize, no, I gotta wake up. I'm still streaming. And then by the end of my streams, I'm so freaking tired and I'm so out of it that I'm like, yeah, okay, guys, and then I'm just gonna end the video off. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna do like, it's just garbled nonsense after a while because I have just fallen asleep on stream, and I've gotten embarrassed, and I pretty much stopped recording and just passed out because I was embarrassed. And I'm not embarrassed of my old videos. I'm not like that kind of guy where I'm like, ugh, my old videos, they're so terrible. They're this and that because I was not this and I was sleeping. I'm not embarrassed by it. I know a lot of people would be embarrassed if they fall asleep on stream, but I don't. Because I take what I did in the past and I go, I could do better. I could straight up do better. And my narcissistic, stubborn ass is going to be like, yeah, I got this. You know? Like, I'm not very conscious anymore. Not very too conscious anymore. I don't have too much of, you know, doubt or worry anymore. Because I do it all on a weekend. I do all of these recordings and stuff on a weekend. So, me doing it on a weekend, like right now, I'm fully awake because I sleep. I actually get sleep. And I don't have to work too hard. Or not really work at all. So, I'm not extremely, like, out of it or anything like that. So, yeah, guys, keep that in mind. Like, I try my best. All the time. I try my best all the time. And, even if it is no record, like, even if it is no editing and stuff like that. And some people will probably say that this is pretty lazy of me to do content where I'm not editing or anything like that, which is fair. It is absolutely fair, within your rights to say that. Trust me. I'm not mad at you. I'm not going to be mad at you for thinking that way, because honest to God, I think the same way. I always think to myself, man, I am so fucking lazy that I don't have the heart or the willpower to learn editing to make my content better. Believe me, I have that all the time, guys. There's there is tons and tons and tons of doubt in my mind. But I get over it. I'm not going to say that I get over it pretty quickly, but I'm learning to get over it pretty easily. And hopefully I can do something about it, right? Do something that you guys can really enjoy and actually want to spend time to really look into and stuff. So, yeah, I'm gonna try my best for you guys, because you guys do your best for me by quite literally watching my videos, and to me that kind of shows that you guys do genuinely care. You guys do actually care about the stuff that I do, and I appreciate it wholeheartedly. And I do absolutely appreciate you guys for, you know, sticking it out for me and all that kind of stuff. So I do appreciate it, guys. Alright, let's see what we're gonna do next. I think what we'll do is probably work on getting the bristlebacks, maybe. I don't have a flight path to Thunder Bluff, so I don't know if I want to take the Apothecary's quest right away. I know it gives us a good staff that I might want to use, but it's 15 minutes, I think, to run there. And I don't think I'll make it this episode, so I'm going to hold off on that quest until I have more time in the episode. Maybe Thursday's video, because I'm going to do something, and I'm pretty sure I made the post on Sunday, so you guys will be notified that I'm going to do Warcraft Monday, Warcraft Wednesday, or really just Kata Monday, Kata Wednesday, Gonna do Turtle Wild Tuesdays, gonna do Turtle Wild Thursdays. And then for Friday's video is going to be Ascension's video. But the stream afterwards is going to be actually something I'm going to call Fusion Friday. That way, there's a Pokemon game that came out, and I want to reserve Fridays for that game for you guys. Because I played a little bit of it, I've gotten a good bit into it, and I realized this game's fucking awesome. This game's pretty goddamn awesome. So, and I kind of want to reserve Fridays for videos where I can just be like, not worried about WoW. Maybe gain attention from people who might enjoy both genres, both WoW and Pokemon. I'm not a big Pokemon head by any means, but I decided to try it out, test it out, and see how fun it is, because I played it growing up, but I fell off of it during high school. Like, I stopped playing after Pokemon Black 2, I think. No, just normal Black and White. I never played 2. And, I think you guys might enjoy it. Possibly enjoy it. Big old possibility. And, all that kind of fun stuff. Sorry, I have to focus a little bit because everything is spawning around me and I want to grab these tags. Alright. Am I purposely putting myself in positions of weakness? Probably. In the face of trying to get everything done as quick as possible? Sure am. I sure am, guys. I sure am. And it looks like the lag's coming back. That's not good. This might be a couple laggy videos. Few laggy videos. But I think we'll be okay. Alright, we need 3 more water seekers. We need 5 more thorn weavers. Dispatch these guys. Dispatch, we need 4. 2, 4, and 3. I think the hunters are going to be the harder ones to take on. Be my guess, anyway. Alright. Take that Thornweaver out. Take that Thornweaver out. I should also take the time to go to the city. I guess I can do this off camera, where I'll go to the city, try to grab a wand. That way we can kind of quicken the pace up a little bit. But, yeah, I'll probably do it after Thursday's video. Because I have a feeling I'm going to still be here. I have a feeling I'm going to still be here. We got a lot to get through. A lot of stuff to get through. And Turtle WoW has a lot of content to shift through and stuff. So maybe it won't be too bad to level up on this server. Just because of all the stuff they brought to the table. Which gives experience, gives money, gives everything else. I'm sure there is a leveling guide out there that I am just completely oblivious to. Because of how I am. I'll definitely try to take some time to find something like it. Find something of that nature. and see if there's any way I can maximize my effort. At least a little bit. Because I tend to like to go my own way when it comes to the game. To any game, I like to go my own way. And it's primarily due to just pure, unadulterated stubbornness that's pissed off a lot of my friends in my time alive. Also, I don't have to worry about the wolves. This is very good information. Very good information. Alright, let's get my mana back just a bit. Life tap rank 2 will be so good to have right now. Not gonna have to worry about the wolf because they'll be spawned after the hunter dies, which is great because it's never been like that before. I'm glad it's like that now. At least I'm thinking it's just the server only doing this. Alright, we do need to grab some zebras here in between. You got four hooves to get. I'm also thinking that if you guys have made it to this part of the video, you know, you guys will be in the know. But I am going to try and do Turtle Wow streams, but 2 different types of Turtle Wow streams. So I'm thinking that today's Tuesday, right? Yeah, today's Tuesday. I'm going to do the Warlock live stream on Thursday. But I think Tuesdays I'm going to do a Shaman. Primarily just for stream. That way, because I talked about it with Hick in private. Like I want to do more. I want to do another Turtle Wow run, another Turtle Wow character, and instead of just sticking to this, just to this one, I've come up with an idea of pretty much doing a shaman on Tuesdays. So Turtle Wow Tuesdays will be a shaman, and Turtle Wow Thursdays will be Bliss Warlock, just so that we can, you know, hurry the series up a little bit. Because I don't like the idea of going through 100 freaking episodes. You know, the idea of going through 100 episodes kind of makes me ponder craziness. Like, I know I'm crazy, but am I really this crazy to do all these series like this? And that's sort of what I've rationalized. And I have rationalized it. And it's kind of why I'm doing sort of the jump cuts and levels and stuff like that. Offline leveling. Maybe stream leveling too. So that you guys can stay up to date on what I'm doing. And I think it'll be a good idea. Plus, I stream pretty much 2, 3, sometimes 7 hours. So there's going to be, you know, a lot of time on my hands if I do it all like that. I might actually chop up some of the leveling experiences too, so maybe eventually, if I do long-form streams, like 7-hour streams or 8-hour streams, I can be like, yeah, for, you know, 2.5 hours I'll play the Shaman, or 2 and the other half hours I'll play a Warlock, and wrap up the channel, wrap up the stream that way, you know. I might do that. I don't know. We'll find out I'll find out what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see how stubborn I am. And the episode is drawing to a close, unfortunately. The unfortunate part is that. So we'll go ahead and we'll grab this one lone Thornweaver out here, finish this quest up, and call it an episode. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching today's episode. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 150 by the end of the year. Do leave a like on the video because that brings more engagement to us. And do comment down below anything. Anything. Honestly. Anything. It don't matter. Just do it. Like, subscribe. Also, when you subscribe, do ring the bell for notifications, let you guys know when my next video goes up. And when I go live, it also helps that way too. So until next time, my friends, peace out.